Alright, Overwatch. Alright, Overwatch 2 is a big part of my life. It has been a big part of my life for the last 7 years? 2017, yeah, 7 years. I am Ragnorrockz. I am a Diamond currently, used to be Masters, topped GM in Overwatch 1. Overwatch 2 has been a rough moment. For those of you who do not know what Overwatch 2 is a team-based shooter. Also, probably stop living under a rock. I help. Anyway, so I have been playing Overwatch 2 since it released. I have played at least 10 games every single season. Every single patch. That is a better way to say it. To get what the meta is going to form into. And in this video, I am going to highlight some of the gigantic blessings of Overwatch 2 and the absolute casualties that go along with it. So to put it simply, we're gonna go with the bad first. Overwatch 2 really didn't do anything for the series except enact 5v5. To those of you who see that 6v6 tests are coming up and think, oh, Overwatch 1 is just going back to Overwatch 1. Oh, me. No, the Overwatch community has had debates for this for a long while, and I'm glad they're finally testing it, because I think some of the new heroes work better in 6v6 than they do 5v5. Alright, now, for the actual stuff that's happened in Overwatch 2, PvE got canceled. Now, as someone who was really excited for that PvE, I gotta say, disappointing. Wish they'd at least upload some of the stuff to the workshop so we could actually use it. But, I mean, they have been using it in that Junkenstein game mode that came out earlier this October. Was pretty fun, honestly. I played a lot of matches of that. But I gotta talk about this PvE stuff. Alright. PvE was something promised for years and worked on for years, and then it was denied, I think I'll say season 5 or 6, whichever one the invasion one was. Here, let's count it through mythic skins. We got Genji, Junker Queen, Kiriko, Tracer. It was 5. It was season 5. I am gonna look that up though. Alright, so because I am not perfect, so I'm going to do my research as I do this video, because I don't script shit. Okay. Season 6. Okay, season 6. Oh, wait, yeah, it was the season with Alari. Obviously, it was. Yeah, okay. So, let's cover what happened. So, we got 3 PvE missions. We are never getting more. I'd bet good money on it. I think they've come out and said they're not going to do more PvE missions. So, and honestly, I haven't played them yet because I didn't think spending $15 for them was a good deal at the time, and I still don't now. I don't think PvE is ever going to happen. I think they're going to focus on PvP looking forward, and I am happy with that decision because from what we saw, PvE looked rough. Alright, let's go on to PvP. Now, for those of you who do not know, Overwatch has had 13 seasons now, and more than 13 different metas. There have been the bad, there has been the good. There's been a lot of bad though. Okay, let's go on to my major points that I wish I could have made YouTube videos in season 7 about, but we're here now. So Orisa, one of the dangerous 3 that I think are terrible in a 5v5 format of tanks. We have Orisa, Mauga, and Roadhog, all for their own separate reasons. Orisa is a wall that is absolutely just, it is hard to break through it. And when you have things like this wall, you can't really do anything against it. It is a hard wall to break down. If you've played against Orisa, you know this. The real problem with Orisa is, I think back in season 7, she was running wild for 2 straight seasons, and nobody enjoyed the game. That is actually when I took a little break from Overwatch 2 and started going into other games like WWE 2K23 at the time, and Fortnite. Again, I think I've gone on in and out of Fortnite like 7 times now. Anyway, unrelated. Now, what they keep doing with Orisa nowadays is giving her micro buff after micro buff after micro buff. This will never make her broken again. Yeah, well, the thing is, after you stack enough of those on, just because she has a low win rate, sure. I think mostly it's in bronze. I think that the pick rate is going to be lower in GM, and that she has a really high pick rate in bronze or something. I don't know, maybe. But she just sucks because people aren't good with any tank down there. What people, they'll hear their favorite YouTuber say, man, this tank is broken, while not realizing that YouTubers 7 tiers above them in rank ladder. By tiers, I mean like diamond to masters. I'm saying most streamers are at least grandmaster and know what they're talking about. All right, so let's think about this. Okay, if you keep micro buffing the same 3 heroes instead of any other character on the roster, what's gonna happen? And also, fun fact, these 3 heroes kind of sort of counter each other in the world's worst triangle, because they're all technically numbers characters, as I think Flats described them. If you don't know Flats, he's a Overwatch streamer. He does really good rants on this sort of stuff. Go check him out. He's a lot bigger than I am, so I don't think I'll help him at all, but go look at him. So, as Reaper main from Overwatch 1, I have dealt with every sort of double shield, goats, all of that. I don't think it was worse than when the horse was meta. I think that was the worst time for me, because they've given her 0 fall off range now, so she can do the thing she did in double shield, and then also do the thing that she does now, where she goes in and just spikes someone against a wall. Not a fan of Orisa. So to put it simply, Orisa is a problem. I think we have a very simple solution to deal with, along with Roadhog and Mauga. But I'll get to them in a second. They can stay over there for the meantime. We're talking about the horse. We nerf her into the ground, harder than we already did. I want her projectiles to do 5 damage. Like, I think if every other character has a 50% win rate, Orisa should have a 10% win rate. It is a not fun character to play against, and it just sucked. Now, let's move on to the, let's grab one problem character in here that's actually, this is a really good description of what they do, because we're going to talk about Roadhog. They don't fit in a 5v5 format. They worked well in 66, I'll give them that. But it's hard to make I would say Roadhog's an off tank. I mean, He is a big, threatening target you have to shoot at, otherwise he's gonna kill your team. But also, he's not that good. Like, he. It is so easy when Hog is meta to just kill the other team because it just turns into a Hog 1v1. Well, I love Hog. I think Hog is a funny character. That doesn't mean they should be good, that means they should stay funny. Instalock Ilios well, see what I mean. But there needs to be a little bit drawback to him. He doesn't help his team in any regard. I think his pig pen is probably the closest thing he gets to a support ability, in where he sends a bunch of people up so they become targets for that Cassidy on the other side of the map that's doing 5 damage every shot. Because, fall off range. Yeah. Alright. Since Hog was so easy, let's bring in the easiest of them, Mauga. I'm not going to have a picture of this because I don't have a computer to edit on, but Mauga, imagine a picture of a Samoan man with 2 hearts and 2 Gatling guns. That's Mauga. Yes, that is about as dumb as it should be in your brains. If you've never played Overwatch, just imagine that, and just imagine how awful that is, because it's not good to play with. He has a support ability for his team, I'll give him that. But also the entire gameplay of Mauga is standing this close away to the other tank, this far away, and just using both of your Gatling guns in their face. That is all you do for the entire match. You can overrun, which is alright. It got buffed recently. Woohoo! It's CC immune. Interesting. And it stuns when you land directly on top of somebody. But Mauga metas, as we saw in Overwatch Season 8, actually, was it 8? Yeah, it was 8. Season 8, he absolutely dominated for an entire December until they finally nerfed him. And then Season 9 happened. And then that was a lot of stuff. I think Season 9 was a good change. I think they did something different. I love that. They should have reverted it in the next season because it just went downhill very quickly. Counter swapping became the new hot meta. And as a tank player outside of playing Reaper, that sucked. So what do we got here? We got 3 tanks that all work on their own and are absolute annoyances to get through for anyone else. Wonder if we can just, take away other hero identities while they're at it. Like Ramatra this season, did you know for about 3 weeks there, Ramatra wasn't able to pummel through barriers? That is a core hero mechanic they had since day 1. Day 1. They nerfed his ultimate before that was instated. Well, actually, no, they did that pretty quickly because you had that Mercy and Ramatra footage of just infinite. But regardless of all that, it was a key part of the hero that made him worse because Reinhardt's just better at that point. His swing goes through barriers. He is a melee character without melee-like abilities. Why? It was one heck of a nerf to a character that didn't really need a nerf. You played D.Va anyway with Juno. Like, I don't get it. Regardless, then we got one heck of a rework, I'm going to call it. Sombra's rework of this season. I think it was this season, yes. It's either this season or last season. Regardless, before that patch, you could not use Sombra. I think I won 75 games in the past 2 seasons with Sombra before that change. I have not played her outside of my first test game this season. She's awful. Like, yeah, you can be an annoyance, but like, sure, she's a little bit viable, but like, if you wanted to remove stealth, A, don't put it on the escape ability. Because then that never works out. Because I'll give you an image of what I started doing and immediately regretted. I would teleport behind to the Widowmaker, kill the Widowmaker. Then everyone else would see me. I don't have Translocator available, and I am dead. Because I had to use invisibility to get close to the Widow, because it's soundless. Alright, so we covered 2 heroes that got ruined, 3 heroes that are absolute dumpsters to deal with. What else can we talk about? I mean, there are so many good things about Overwatch now, though. This season, after the Orisa meta we had, is pretty darn fun. I came back to the game. I completed a battle pass for the first time since the Reaper season. So, like last time. I'm kidding. I play pretty much every season for the battle pass, but I just have problems with the fact that Venture still hasn't gotten a battle pass skin. I know it's coming next season, and I have a high thought that it's gonna be mythic. I think they're gonna give Venture the mythic skin for this season to make up for it. That's my little hot take days before the season comes out. I think Venture is getting the mythic. I swear, if something came out today for like a pre-release of it, I'm gonna be a little bit mad, but fine. I'm going on a rant, so I'm not gonna stop now. Alright, let's talk about the good. This season has been really fun. I think the transition to 5v5 worked out well for most of the tanks. Not well for some, but nerfs and buffs happen. I think every single tank has been meta. I think most of the DPS characters have seen the light of day. Really wish we could stop pushing Sojourn for at least a couple seasons. Seriously, I'm pretty sure she was meta from Overwatch 1 till Season 9, and she's meta again. Wow. I am now realizing you can talk about anything for at any length of time and still find a way to be mad at a game. Maybe we should all just stop complaining and start being thankful for the actual things we have. I mean, for instance, I'm thankful we actually have a playable game after that Orisa meta. But thanks, Foles worked for last week, so no. Anyway, I think I just think that we need to nerf Genji again. I think he is too good in the current state of, I think, C tier that he is. I think we need to nerf Genji. I think that'd be a good way to solve all our problems. I mean, think about it. Actually, I think Genji's really good right now because Widowmaker's good. Okay, perfect patch idea. Overwatch team, you could steal my idea and I would be perfectly fine with this. We buff Reaper because I like him, and then probably say Reinhardt, not Doomfist. Doomfist is pretty good right now. A lot of tanks weren't good because I think we nerfed D.Va, obviously. Mao got a slight nerf. I think he's pretty good right now. And then we give buffs to probably Winston, maybe. Winston hasn't been meta in a while. I like shaking up the meta every now and then. But characters we need nerfs to, Sojourn and Widow, and obviously we need buffs to Reaper. Buff to Hanzo would be alright. You know, he kind of sucks right now. Lifeweaver needs a rework, so he's not just a numbers character. Mercy could use a slight little buff so she could maybe allow her to be a little bit more floaty. I don't know. Steal my patch idea, I dare you. If I end up calling some of these, I will be very happy. I think we need a Reaper buff to Wraith form -1 second, and then for and an increase to Death Blossom damage, so it doesn't take 7 years for me to kill that Ana that keeps healing herself along with the Baptiste. Yeah, that happened yesterday. That was annoying. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been one rant of a video, and I think I keep going on over my own points, so I'm going to end it here. I would like to let you all know to subscribe and like the video, and please just leave notifications on. You'll get notified whenever I upload one of these rants or videos that if I ever actually get a computer and can actually start recording, because Xbox sucks. Anyway, y'all, I would like to thank you all for watching, and see you all next time. Have a nice day.